I was talking in my mastermind that I'm in with Reese from Yes Applies. I am in her mastermind, and there was a woman in there who was talking about how she's been feeling a lot of anxiety. So she's been releasing all these things, releasing all this shit that's come up, and she has a lot of anxiety and feels really out of alignment. And I asked her, and this is something that was coming up routinely with all my one-to-one clients, because isn't that the way? What was coming up for them was that they were experiencing this panic around where they were going. They were like feeling anxiety, feeling out of alignment, all this stuff. And it's because your timeline changes when you start unrooting shit that is deep down in you. You have a plan, you have a vision for how your life looks like. Think of it in the way of a full-time job, a full-time corporate job. You get into that job knowing that in 10 years you're still going to be here. You're going to be working your way up. Some things could change, but your timeline looks very similar to how it'll look in a couple years, because you know the outcome. You know, okay, I'm gonna be in this corporate job, I'm gonna get married, I'm gonna have some kids, etc., etc. You have that map laid out for you, and you're happy with the map because the brain loves to be right. It loves predictability. It loves to be right, and it loves to know exactly where you're going. But if you take an online job, become an online entrepreneur, when you change your niche, when you start unrooting deep things inside of you that change the way you think, that change the way you feel, the path is no longer there. Your path looks different. But essentially, you cannot see the path laid out for you anymore because it's different. And the brain freaks out when it can't predict what's going to happen. That is why you feel so much anxiety over being an online entrepreneur, because of the inconsistency in terms of money, in terms of clients, in terms of whatever. This is why in the online space we create things like recurring income. We create packages so we can work with people for over a long period of time, because it makes people feel safe. You feel safe and secure when you're able to have that consistency in your life. Consistency equals safety no matter where you are. That's why your corporate job, it feels so safe, and that's why you feel like you want to die whenever you think about leaving your full-time job. So the consistency is there in terms of, you know what your path looks like. But when you start doing the mindset work, you don't know what your path looks like. It could look completely different. One of my clients actually said that she said, if you would have told me that in the beginning of this process that I wouldn't have a relationship with somebody who she used to have a relationship with, who was really, really horrible for her. She said, if you would have told me that at the beginning of this, I would have been like, I don't want to do this work, because it brings up a lot of shit that we don't even realize. But I love to say how it's like unclogging the drain of how abundance and how the best version of you, the best life that you are meant for, it allows for that to flow through. But it can't when it's clogged by like limiting beliefs and societal pressures and your judgment of yourself. And that's what mindset work does. It releases all those things.